What's up, guys? I'm back again. I wanted to bring you another video. This time with Jeremy Corbell. It's an interview on here on News Nation. I wanted to watch it with you guys, so if you will, just bear with me and I'll pull it up and we'll watch it together. See what you guys think. If you haven't checked out my latest video that I put out, it's basically a press conference on the hearing that's going to be taking place on the 26th about the whistleblowers coming forward and talking about some of the stuff that they've seen and some of the stuff that maybe the government isn't putting out to the public. If you're interested, like I said, go back and check that video out. And I thank you guys for watching the videos that I'm putting out and bringing you entertainment or maybe just something to when you're bored to watch. But let's get into this video and see what you guys think.
Now, a few weeks ago, News Nation broke the story on the UFO whistleblower. You remember that? High-level government official, Dave Grush, right? Claiming that the government retrieved several non-human spacecraft, had alien bodies inside of them, and that they're keeping the information from the public. Look, I don't know about the first part, but I know he's right about the second part. They have information about what's been flying around that they haven't told you, and they should explain why. Here's part of the interview.
You are saying to the human race, for the first time, an official intelligence representative at a high level from the US government is saying publicly, we are not alone.
We're definitely not alone. Absolutely, the data points empirically that we're not alone, yeah.
Look, I'm open to whether or not we're alone. What I know for sure is that we're alone in being denied the information that our government has. Now, next week, Grush and others are going to testify before Congress on what they believe the government knows and is trying to cover up. But there are a lot of skeptics that these hearings are a retread. We already heard from these people, and that they're not getting anybody who has the information that they won't give us. Let's bring in investigative journalist and the co-host of the podcast Weaponized, Jeremy Corbell. He released the military's UFO videos leading to this hearing. It's good to have you.
Thanks for having me on.
So, level of optimism?
You know, it's very high. These are historic hearings. We have never had this in the congressional setting, direct eyewitnesses, people that can be asked the right questions under that setting. I helped set them up. I helped find and connect those people. This is a really important time in the history of us looking at whatever UFOs or UAP are.
What do you expect to come out of this hearing from sources that we've heard from already?
Look, you can expect to hear from people that are credible, that not only saw these things with their eyes, but also there's other sensor platforms that pick these up. If the right questions are asked, we're going to learn a lot. But that takes Congress. It takes everybody on that panel to ask the right questions so that they can be answered.
You're helping the committee with the questions?
All I know is there's going to be some good questions, and I'm pretty sure that we're going to learn things that we didn't know yesterday.
Look at you. We're doing all this for transparency. I ask you if you've been helping them with the questions, and you don't just say yes.
I think a lot of people are helping with the questions. I think a lot of people are throwing out ideas because, look, we're in new territory. We know UFOs are real, but the question is, whose are they? Who builds them? What's the intent? We can no longer keep our head in the sand. Look, Chris, let me be honest with you, man. Here's the deal. This is about strategic surprise. Let's take the UFO out of it. We need to have a 360 understanding of what's around us at all times, or we're at a disadvantage. We don't want another Pearl Harbor. So this is basically us saying, they're there, they're on our sensors, we see them, and these are the people that have chased them. Commander David Fravor engaged a UFO for the United States military. I'm excited to see what he has to say.
Yeah, it's interesting to me how easily this is misunderstood and trivialized. You know, I was reading and then wound up taking a listen to Rogan. If Rogan has any virtues, one of them would certainly be that he brings on people who are open to things that may not be getting as much attention. And it was interesting how he was like, yeah, I don't know what News Nation is, but they're really into this UFO thing. Like, you know, I was waiting to learn that the moon is made of cheese. He seems to be like a lot of people where it's not about little green men. It's about what you're doing to know what's happening and what you're learning that you have decided in the U.S. government is too important for the rest of us to understand. That's my problem. That's my expectation. Do you think we get closer to an understanding?
Yeah, look, my curiosity was weaponized a long time ago. I couldn't be, a bypasser. I couldn't just watch this. I had to become an active participant. So I think that Joe Rogan's one of the most curious people on planet Earth. Maybe he's an alien, but that's what's so cool about having open dialogue. But again, let's bring it back to the facts. There are machines of unknown origin that fly with impunity in a restricted airspace. They put pilots at danger. They can outperform, outmaneuver everything that we have. We know they're not China. We know they're not Russia. We know they're not ours. So the question is, whose are they? How they made? Who's piloting them? And what's the intent?
I love all the questions. I really do. And I think the American people deserve the answers, or at a minimum, to be told by somebody who has access to the information why security interests dictate otherwise. Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com.
So what do you guys think? Sorry about that. My audio was being weird. What do you think about this interview? Do you think that on the 26th, next Wednesday, do you think that these guys, these whistleblowers that are coming forward, do you think that it's going to have any interesting things that hasn't came out that we'll learn in this interview, or this interview, this hearing that's taking place on the 26th? Do you think that Jeremy is right, that like there's a lot of things that we don't know, like as far as like how these vehicles are able to maneuver and do things that aren't humanly possible? Do you think that we're going to get maybe more information than we know, as far as like if they're foreign or domestic, or if they're I don't know, maybe they have more video or picture evidence that we haven't been able to see because the government has been blocking, the Pentagon and the Air Force has been blocking oversight committee from getting some of these information and stuff like that. So I want to know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. I appreciate you guys watching my videos. If you would subscribe, leave a like or comment down below. Like, I want to know what you guys are watching, things that you're interested in. If you have any videos you'd like me to watch, just leave a comment down below. I really appreciate your time, and hopefully you guys are finding this stuff as interesting as I am. And till next time, later.